so we always start with the square root of 625. Why? I think it's probably because it's what most albums use. It's not too much, but it's not too little. And so if you look at page 249 of this version, it is lesson 4, square it using golden bead material. All right, so to do this, first thing we have to do is we have to build the radican. Remember, that's the number inside the radical, and the radical is the sign. So we're going to be trying to find out what the root of 625 is, the square root. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 10, 20, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So if you remember when we were using our beads, what did we do? We tried to figure out what the biggest square we could build with those 49 beads was, right? That was the first one that we did. Now, something that we can do when we are working with square roots, and this is something that in the squaring curriculum we would have done, and I apologize for us not doing that sooner. Let's see. So these are two different tables. This is where we write all the squares of unit of 1, 10s, and 100s. And then this one just has like 1s and 10s. But we would fill this out, and I actually have one right here. It's already filled out, so I'll give you all a copy of this in a little bit. But we can see that 625 is more than we would get if we had 10 squared, right? If we had, let's see, this is starting at 10 squared. This is 100 squared, right? So it's between 100 and 10,000. Is 625 between 100 and 10,000? It is. So it is somewhere between 100 and 625. 900. It's between 400 and 900. So it's somewhere between 20 and 30, right? So we can kind of see that that's where our answer is going to be. So let's see if we end up getting that answer when we do this. But so a trick that I show my students is that to figure out if we are dealing with a binomial or a trinomial, we put a caret, and you know how normally we go 3 digits and then put a comma? With finding the square root, we'll go 2 digits and we'll put a caret. And so if there's a digit on the other side of it, that means that this is going to be a binomial. If it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits, then we would know that the answer was going to be a trinomial. So, all right, so we start with the largest place value. And we can remember back to our binomial square. We can use our binomial square guide. What is the largest place value for a binomial? What's that red? Red represents hundreds, right? So sometimes we might have like the square root of 1,025, but we would have to make some exchanges because the hundreds place is this largest square in our binomial. So I have 600, so we're going to see what's the biggest square I can make. There's a 1 square. There's a 2 square. And I don't have enough to make a 3 square. So I'm going to just set these aside and make some exchanges. 100 is the same as 10 tens. So I'm going to make an exchange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Always do a quick double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. And then I have another 100. I'm going to exchange it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now we can keep on building our square. So next to our hundreds, we have our tens, right? And they're here and here. And we want it to stay a square. So I'm gonna place a 10 bar and a 10 bar and a 10 bar and a 10 bar. And then here is where our units go. We're gonna place a unit right here because now we still have a square. And we'll keep going. And, oh gosh. We don't stick with golden beads for very long because it's kind of precarious. And then we'll keep going. Now remember, oh, I ran out of units. I only have one left and that's not enough. So I can exchange 10 units for 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll keep going. So now we have a 3 by 3. Now remember, the square root is what we have at the bottom. So far we're at 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, but we still have more. We're going to keep going. Oh, work mat's really good for this work. The table, they just roll everywhere. Have to make another exchange. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're out of beads. So the square root of 625 is 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And I believe, it gives them several sets of problems where they'll